So I am going to track just to see how much I spend in each. But we're not doing individual envelopes. So if I spend, let's say, $80 in personnel, that's fine. I'm just going to have to spend less in somewhere else. So this month only, I'm giving myself a break. Hi everybody, thanks for clicking on this video. Today we're going to go ahead and do our pre-payday prep. So what this means is I'm able to go ahead and look into my employer's website and find out how much my paycheck will be for sure. So we did do our monthly budget, which is just a projection or estimate of how much I think the paychecks will be, but now I know for sure how much the first paycheck will be. So we're going to do that budget. Today, the things that I use to do my budget is, of course, pen, paper. I make sure to have my monthly budget here close to me, and I have, of course, my lovely calculator. I do like to color code some things in my budget. I may or may not do that today. So the monthly budget that we made, I'm actually going to use the paper version. That's just easier to look at for me. So this was the monthly projection. So I have all three of the paychecks here that we're going to get this month. This is a magic month. So we're going to get 3 paychecks this month instead of 2. So I did go ahead and outline what I think each will be, what I think my expenses will be for each paycheck. So today we know exactly how much the paycheck will be, the first one that I will get on July 1st. So I want to budget that income. First thing that I do is to write down any notes or upcoming events that I have within the pay period. So I did put that I wanted to add to investing. You know, if there's any extra money, I wanted to increase the birthday sinking funds, which are actually fully funded, but I decided I wanted to put more in each of our envelopes, just because more is better than not enough. Family fund, I want to increase. I want to meal plan for this pay period, and I want to, if it's due, I don't exactly know when it's due, but I want to add the sinking fund to my income for our BJ's Club membership that will be due this month. So what I mean by that is I have $60 saved here for subscription. It's meant especially for that. So I'm going to add that to the income that we get just in case I need to pay that within this pay period. So let's get started. I did go into the website and I do now know for sure that my paycheck will be $1589.95. So we're just going to round that to $1590. We do have that rollover in there, so we don't have to worry about not having that extra dollar. So $1590 is what we are going to budget with today. That's the paycheck. And then I'm going to go ahead and add in my $60 from that subscription sinking fund, just so that I know where that extra money is going to come from. So that brings us to $1650. And then if I included the rollover, it'd be even more, but I don't need to worry about that right now. So $1650 from that. The first thing that we take out is always, I usually start further down here, but is always our automatic savings. So our automatic saving, based on our cheat sheet, show you that. Automatic savings means that it's money that my employer sends directly to these 3 savings accounts. So there's 150 total for those 3 savings accounts every pay period. But I'm actually going to add this time, since the paycheck is way more than we expected, I'm going to add $20 extra to that savings for investing. So I have just some stocks that I've been putting little bits of money to here and there. That's going to bring us a total to 170. And I am a zero-based budgeter, so my plan here right now is to get down to $0. So this is for auto savings. And I do always map out my budget for you guys so you can just better understand what the heck I'm doing here. So 170 for auto save, and that's automatic, not for a car. Somebody asked me that once. So for that 170, 75 goes to the emergency fund savings account, 50 goes to my daughter's savings, 25 goes towards the car note saving, and that other $20 is going to go to the stock investing. All right, so that should bring us down to 0 here. It does, so that's perfect. All right, that's our automatic savings. Next thing that comes out, these are all coming out in order of importance for me. So the next thing that's going to come out is our fixed expenses. And the good thing is, since we did our monthly budget and we did that kind of detailed, I can just flip it and see how much we planned for fixed expenses. So fixed expenses, $648 is what we have. And these are just bills, basically. But I think $50 of that is debt. So I want to do that separately. Let's see. Yeah. So 598 to our fixed expenses. That brings us to 882. And then we also want to take that $50 that we're going to add towards debt. Sometimes I just like to see them separately. All right, that brings us down to 832. So for the fixed expenses, the 598 includes it includes, what does it include? Let's just do this. I forgot already. This includes $300 for it's 1/3 of the mortgage really this time. $20 for my daughter's allowance, 110 for car insurance, 8 for Netflix, and 8 for Amazon, and then 152 for the utilities, and that's it. That's it, because the other 50 is for that. So all right, that zeroes out. And the 50 for debt, that's just going to go right to Discover. So it's not due yet, but that's because I just put money towards it all the time, really, lately. So, okay, so $50 in debt. We're going to pay $50 for Discover. That brings us down to 832. Next thing that comes out is our semi-annual expenses. So for this month, life insurance has already been paid. So we have that BJ's membership. So I'm going to add that in there because that's the expense that comes next. Can't find my blue pen, so that's okay. We're just going to use this, and I'll highlight it after. So what am I doing? Oh, the $60 for the BJ's for the subscription. All right. That brings us to 772. So let's just do, or Costco. I don't really know which one I'm going to go for. And honestly, I think Costco is more expensive. I'd get a discount from my employer for like renewals. So I don't even know if it's going to be that much, but that's what we're going to estimate for. I always estimate on the high end so that if it's less than that, I have more money. Would not like to do it the opposite way. If I guessed $50 and it was 60, then I'd be short $10 somewhere. So 772 is what we have left. The next thing that comes out is our variable expenses, so groceries, toiletries, and gas, and that's going to be $310. Right, and that's going to bring us to 462. Okay, so variables. So we're just going to put 260 for grocery and toiletries. And then the other 50 is for gas. Let's see. I would like to double check my math. Okay, that zeroes out. So next thing that comes out is our cash envelopes. So I'm not doing cash envelopes individually this time. I'm just going to put one lump sum in there, but you can see here what each amount would go to. So this time what I think I'm going to do, I'm not 100% sure. So this is why I put in a budget. I'm still putting in a budget for each because at the end of this pay period, once I've spent that $220, hopefully not all of it, hopefully I still have hopefully I still have money left over. But if not, I want to know how much I spent in each of the categories and compare it to what I planned to spend. So even though we're not doing the actual physical envelopes, I still want to know how much I spent in each category. So I'm still going to track just the cash. Cash is the only thing that I'm tracking right now because Sofi does the rest for all the bank accounts. So I am going to track just to see how much I spent in each. But we're not doing individual envelopes. So if I spend, let's say, $80 in personnel, that's fine. I'm just gonna have to spend less in somewhere else. So this month only, I'm giving myself a break. All right, next, let me write that down first. You're going a little fast, buddy. 220 for the cash envelopes. That's gonna bring us down to 242. All right, so let's just write out the cash envelopes just for fun. Because again, I'm going to compare this budget at the end of the pay period. So personal gets $60. So that's for anything that I want for myself or that my daughter might need throughout the 2 weeks. $70 for dining, restaurants and fast food, entertainment. So if we do movies or any festivals or whatever. So that's about $10 more than it usually gets. That is getting 10. Health is getting 10. And miscellaneous or anything else that pops up. I feel like mostly I use that for like parking or something odd that comes up. Let's see. All right, next thing that comes out is savings challenges. So savings challenges, I think I decided to change this up a little because I have extra money. This is where I can play with that extra money. That $242 is more than I expected to have left. So for savings challenges, this is the fun part of the budget. So for savings challenges, I am going to put $82 to savings challenges. And I've already figured this out. What I do to help me figure out where to put extra money is I look at my sinking funds and savings tracker. So this is just a sample of it in paper form. Basically, I just look at the rows and how much is in each of the. I'm just blocking this off so you can better understand each of these. Jesus, what was I even talking about? Oh, so I look to see how much is in each of these envelopes, and that's how I figure out what needs more or not. All right, so I figured out I want $82 to go to savings challenges. We're just gonna put that right here. Running out of room. Home maintenance is getting $10. My daughter's clothing envelope is getting $20. Christmas, vacation, and car emergency are all getting 10. Now, car emergency, I have not contributed to that in quite a while. All right, so yeah, and then we're gonna put $2 to my $1 saving challenge, which I am very tempted. Let me know what you guys think. I'm very tempted to take out that $1 savings challenge and put it all in my miscellaneous savings envelope because there's nothing in there right now, and I don't know. But I am really curious to see how much I would have saved just putting like random $1 bills in that challenge. Says I still have $20 left. Home goal, that's the one. That's the one. So home goal is still for that lawnmower. I feel like I need at least $400 to get a good enough lawnmower, just in case. And then I gotta buy like gas too. So yeah. All right. So this brings me to $160 left that I can put to sinking funds. So I've already have a plan for sinking funds as well, but I'm running out of room. So let's see, $160 for sinking funds. All right. Sinking funds. Oop. Okay, sinking funds, $160. So what we're gonna put in that from that is we're gonna keep this pretty simple. We're gonna do $50 in Child's Beauty, and that I've been using for our hair appointments. $10 we're gonna put in our parking envelope, that one weird debt that is not really a debt. $50 is gonna go into family fun, and then I'm gonna put 25 in each of our birthday envelopes. I don't know why I put envelope. All of these are envelopes. All right, let's see if that's right. All right, that's 0. Okay. And our pre-payday prep is done. Voila. So the good thing is with this, that doing that monthly budget in advance made it pretty simple for me to do this budget. It's probably the fastest I've ever done a budget. So I am glad I did that breakdown. So really the only thing that I had to figure out was what to do with the extra money. So, and that's a fun thing to actually do as opposed to not having enough. So this paycheck was a lot more than I thought it would be. I don't really know why. I know I do overtime all the time. Sometimes I do more, just depends on what we have going on at work. But yeah, that's it for me today. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you spending time with me today. I want to thank you so much for watching. And before I go, the question of the day is, if you could pick any job, like if you could have your dream job and just have it, what would it be? For me, I feel like I've always wanted to be like on a sitcom for literally no reason. But if I just like had a whole bunch of money one day, or if I could just choose anything that I wanted to do and start over, I would probably do that because it just looks like so much fun. I'm sure it's hard. Like a lot of things look like fun, but they're actually really hard, like YouTube. But that's it for me today. Again, I always appreciate it. I want you to remember it is about progression and not about perfection. Thanks for watching, and leave me a little sun emoji. How about that? Happy saving. Bye.